about to sit well for some people and not sit well for others. I hate Pride Month. And not because I care about who you want to love, but because I'm sick of the corporate pandering of religious beliefs to accept a certain way of life that they don't want to accept, and a trend to destroy childhood innocence in an attempt to validate sick adults, and I want no part of it. The only rainbow I celebrate is God's promise, and the only pride I want to have is the pride for my country.
Welcome back. I came across this video where this teacher went off on kid who refused to watch a video she played in class pertaining to the Pride Month. The students were wondering what is happening. Why are you playing this to us? We don't want to watch this. And the teacher seems not to be happy with this. It is going viral like never before. And this happened in California. On another video I saw, this teacher took up the decision to resign simply because of, I don't even want to mention it, because it has reached a certain level. I don't know if we were avoiding this topic on this platform. What exactly? I don't know. If you have not subscribed, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, why not share this clip?
Members at this Board of Education meeting in Granby, Connecticut got very heated Wednesday night over a video the school district showed to lower school students.
Universal Kids celebrates Pride Month.
The uproar is over this 45-second video celebrating Pride Month.
What Pride means to me is just being myself and standing up for what I believe in.
And the messaging about transgender issues to middle school children.
Pride means you should be able to be free. All my life I never really felt like a boy, and I don't really feel like a girl, so I'd rather be both.
The same way we keep religion, politics, everything out of school, keep sexuality out of school, leave it to the parents.
Now I'm being asked to be notified about everything that goes across the principal's desk, but I think there should be some sensitivity, because I expect my kids to go to school to be challenged in many ways. This is a situation where they were challenged in a way that maybe I didn't expect.
Some were there in support. Resident Matt Brady said he is the parent of a transgender child.
I understand that the video made some parents uncomfortable, and I understand that you feel that sensitive topics should be discussed at home. I totally respect that. But these topics are obviously not being discussed at home, or else there wouldn't be such an uproar. For those of you who think the kids are too young to know what the transgender people and kids who have two dads exist, I remind you that the fifth graders at school are sitting in the same seats that my son sat in 2 years ago. And there are kids at Wells Road right now that fit that description.
The principal of the school wrote in an email to parents, quote, "It certainly was not intended to alienate or disturb any child. In context, we were trying to remind students that it is okay to be who you are and still be treated with respect, dignity, and kindness." Kyle Reyes was listening to the meeting on Zoom. He has 2 kids in the school.
It's inappropriate to be having these conversations in the classroom, especially without the knowledge of the parents.
Nick D'Amato also has 2 kids in the school and says there's no place for this in the school.
My father is an openly gay man, married to my stepmother. My mom is an openly lesbian woman, and we were instilled the values that, you're very welcoming and accepting to people, but we were also taught that God gave us certain rights that the Constitution spells out for us, and that a lot of service members have fought and died for to protect for us. So it's important to have a balance between the two, and to violate that by sending this material to 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders is unacceptable.
That I could say that I like to be called a...
Now, the superintendent says the district needs to work better to communicate more effectively. Residents there are not buying it. The residents we spoke to, Kyle Reyes, who you just heard from earlier in the story, says he's pulling all of his children out of the school district. Nicole?
All right, investigative correspondent Rich McHugh reporting.
Yes, this is actually devastating. I have seen this happening in schools, where they bring in some of these issues to discuss with children, and I'm glad that children are taking up what they have been told at home, or they have been taught at home to do. Some don't even want to see some of this propaganda, they want to pass out in schools. A teacher doing this should clearly tell you her agenda in the classroom. Very disturbing. If these kids were not aware of what is happening, they will be watching this in nonsense. They will not even know what is going on. Now, because of the sensitization that is going on with people coming out to talk about some of these issues, before you can see kids now standing up for themselves to say, no, we don't want that. Like I said, I don't hate any person. My issue always comes when I see things like this. You can do whatever thing you want, but not in schools. It is not right. There are children with different religious background. They have different notions pertaining to some of these issues. So when I see how some always struggle to force some of these ideologies into children, it disturbs me a lot. It should not even be happening. A school is a place where you should have one focus to educate these children on biology, mathematics, not to bring in some of these woke ideologies. It has reached a certain level, people are scared to actually talk about what is happening because of the kind of things happening to these social media platforms now. I recently saw what happened to Candace when Michael Knowles for simply talking about related issues like this. It is disturbing. I just want to address certain issues with passion, no hatred toward anyone. Reasons I always handle some of these controversial topics diligently with some kind of way not to hurt any person, but I just want to pass out a message.
Teachers hear the message being sent at every one of these board meetings where we are called indoctrinators and seen as the villains when all we want to do is teach. We have more and more added to our plate with nothing taken off. We are constantly being questioned by people who do not have degrees in education, by questioning books and curriculum, all while being paid less in surrounding counties. But I see you, I hear you, I got the message loud and clear.
Ms. Gray, your time is up. Thank you.
I'm resigning from this. Hello, my name is Lauren Gray, and I'm a parent of a student at Rutland Elementary. And for the past 3 years, I've taught social studies at West Wilson and Wilson Central prior to that. To start, I wanted to say thank you for the recognition for the West Wilson softball team. That they are a truly special group of players, and it was an honor to be one of their coaches during the state championship season. The main reason I wanted to speak tonight was to discuss the teacher retention here in Wilson County, as it has been a hot button issue recently. I want to focus on my experience this past school year and focus specifically on the 8th grade team in terms of numbers. We started this year with 24 positions, including teachers and admin, and 1 open position. By the last day of school, here's what the numbers look like for teachers returning to West Wilson next school year. The principal took a job in Metro as well as an assistant principal. The